Nice coast strips. How much shop right here?
When we came into office, I promised the Guyanese people that they will have a government that will stay committed and connected to the grassroots. Unfortunately, we came in at a time when we had COVID and our movement was restrained. Despite that, our cabinet also went all across the country. We've been able to communicate with people. But I want to assure every Guyanese that what you will see now is an enormous, energetic outreach program. We don't want people to come to the government. We want to come to people. And we are not afraid of doing this because we know our policies are oriented around the development and advancement of every Guyanese. That is why we can face the public. That is why we want to face the public. Because fundamentally, we are pursuing an agenda for the upliftment of every Guyanese. That is why we went to stands, we went to people, and we didn't look for a favorable comment, although there were many, tremendous, you were there. But we asked people what their problems were. We asked them what difficulties they have. Because we want to be a government that is connected to the real issue, the real problems. And many people in this market, despite the public posturing of some, who, by the way, consider themselves to be part of the intellectual class, understand the reality that we face globally. They understand the issue of fuel prices, issues surrounding the war. They understand the logistics chain crisis. So they are not naive and they understand what the government is doing. But they too had recommendations.
I made to understand that on this road we resell only
Many people spoke about interventions that would enhance disposable income. The Minister of Finance was there. So this is what we are building off of in the government, enhancing disposable income. And then of course in huge markets like these you have the difficulty. It's a chicken and egg scenario. The road has to be done, but the vendors are on the road. There is an existing market, vendors are outside of the market, the people inside are suffering. So, as a Guyanese family, we have to come up with a common solution. And that common solution has to be around a shared interest, shared responsibility, and shared benefit.
Because you raise $20 on the check and people don't want to pay it. And when you don't check it, you're not making lots of money. Yeah.
This is 500. So, how much pay you now? Okay, $4 left on each one. So this here, what's that? Also 500. According to this gentleman, right?
$260.
Thank you. You buy it?
Minister Indar, Minister Priya, Minister Onej, Minister Ashney will be coming back here next week to meet with all the stakeholders because we want to propose one huge tarmac and bring everyone on the tarmac and then develop the infrastructure around the tarmac. That is the proposition we have made. On the surface, or if you want to say a desktop review, but this is a market top review. And the market top review people seem inclined to this as a solution. So the ministers, the region, they're going to come back here to look at this. Minister Oneja also had a great opportunity at understanding the market perspective in terms of commerce, but more importantly, she's working on a brilliant initiative of bringing our goldsmith together across the country. And we're investing in creating a terminal in a gold shop, gold market in Barbados, where the cruise ships will come in. So she's working now. Next week she'll come here to have a meeting with all, because this region produces a lot of skilled people in this sector, and to bring them together to see how we can help them to be part of that initiative. Many times government has brilliant initiatives, but unless we're able to connect people with those initiatives, unless we're able to bring people along with the initiative and understand from their perspective, their interpretation of the initiatives and so on, then I think you will not get the full results or the full benefit of good policies. So I'm very happy that the cabinet is here, and you'll see a lot of this, and I'm very proud of the cabinet. As president, I could not have asked for a better team. They're hard-working people. They're out there on the ground every single day, and they're not thin-skinned. They take criticism. It's difficult. I know Priya was in this market before. In Dar, the regional officials were in this market, and they came on the heavy attack, not because of a policy of government, but because of the scenario in terms of the management of the market. We are committed to making a difference. All of Guyana, all of us must be committed to this process. So, in advancement of that bottom-up approach to government, that is policy informed by reality on the ground, we are going to be building a stronger society and an economy that is sustainable. From here, we've been able also to understand the complexities of the market. There are some things in Georgetown that are very expensive that are relatively very much cheaper here. I mean, you get a pineapple for a decent sized pineapple for $300. There are pineapples for $100. But what I saw here is something amazing in the Guyanese spirit. When you speak to the farmers directly, you hear them saying to you how they're trying to maintain the price. They're not trying to increase the price. And they have difficulties. The price of fertilizer, Minister Todd is working on an initiative right now. We have been talking to Morocco for a while now to see if we can directly engage them on the issue of fertilizer. We're having some headways now. By July, we should have some positive news. So all of that is to support this, the bedrock of our society, the people on the ground, the small and medium-sized enterprises. And that is a tremendous focus from Minister Oneja, the Minister of Finance, focusing on the small and medium-sized enterprises. The region has been doing a good job connecting to people and reaching out. But the administration and the public service has to come along. We have to change the attitude. And we cannot be lawmakers in a chair anymore. The society requires something that is different. They want to feel connected. They want to feel a part of. We have Dr. Fourier, for example. They want to see these officials on the ground, connect with them, talk to them, be able to interact with them. And that is what we're encouraging. And that is, I think, the mold that will take us forward.